Last we left off, night assuredly cast over the bustling Baumbauch Estate. The party gathered, still reeling from the abrupt departure of Zanesha and Sashem. With the warning from Arni that a dark ritual was threatening the estate, they convened with Captain Wilfred Fizbang, who revealed her true identity as Expositor Dern, an operative Cobalt soul, dressed in blue with a gold-embroidered sash. It bore the mark of the eye of the knowing mistress. From the distillery convention courtyard, the party moved to the estate's banquet and party event. They briefly occupied reserved seats at the dignitaries' banquet hall, but were quickly dismissed by Marcus Ingdon. Investigating the estate, they found numerous locked gates and restricted areas. Arni had a brusque encounter with Michael Baumbauch, who dismissed them without a second thought. Following Expositor Dern's lead, Syranos guided the party to a room with an illusion hiding a hole. It was leading to the estate's lower library. Here, Arni discovered a secret passage into the basement's inner wall structure. Despite facing numerous traps, including one that nearly entombed Buddy, they pressed on to a hidden teleportation circle in a storage area, though its control mechanism remained a mystery. At the basement's north end, they found a locked doorway leading to a laboratory. Arni was the first to spot the lich, who did not welcome their intrusion. The lich's voice rang out and debilitated many of the party, leaving Buddy and Syranos paralyzed in fear. Despite teleporting and launching relentless attacks, the lich faced the returning Zanesha and Sashem, who charged in to aid their comrades. As exhaustion mounted, the battle began to turn in the party's favor. In a final desperate move, the lich unleashed a devastating blast, nearly killing Buddy and Arni. However, as the lich fell, it warned the group that without destroying its phylactery, their efforts would be in vain. Now the party stands utterly exhausted, sitting in the laboratory beneath the Baumbauch Estate, unsure of what actions to take next.
That is where we come back to roll 20.
Yay! All right, maybe the music needs to come down a bit now, but that was awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, they're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Buddy and Arni specifically, the two of you are in rough shape, to say the least. The will to move on top of just your physical strength has been just siphoned from you. Expositor Dern stands resolute but also exhausted. And she turns to look at all of you and says, I may have miscalculated. I was saving my last use of magic to be able to stop it from teleporting away if it attempted that, but I should have at least tried to prevent that.
That's okay.
Heavily.
We need to find that phylactery thing so it can't come back.
It's not going to be here. That's the problem. Something like that is always locked away deep in some catacomb.
I mean, that makes sense.
Can you guys fill the rest of us, at least me and Zanesha, in on why you decided to run in to kill yourselves, apparently?
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you guys made it here. We couldn't find you. So we, Expositor Dern here sent a message, and I'm assuming you got it, and that's how you were able to get here. But it seemed like people could be hurt, so we wanted to do what we could while waiting on you to catch up.
So that's what that was. Okay. So you followed Dern here.
Well, Arni had explored a little bit and found out there could be danger. So we met up with the expositor and split up for a little bit, but then found them on our way down here.
The expositor leans in and says, If I may be so bold, it seems Arni stumbled upon the same concerns in regards to this event, that some sort of dark ritual was meant to take place. Now, it's unfortunate that it looks like either that was not here in this room specifically, or was not intended to take place tonight at all, or is maybe still intended to take place elsewhere. We're in no condition to do anything about anything else, to say the least. Gesturing to Arni and Buddy.
I wouldn't think so either, but they can have a nice long nap on our way out of here as fast as possible.
Out of
I'm
here?
not sure I understand your meaning.
I thought you hired us to help with the cult stuff, me and Basil. Is the plans changed?
Wait a second. This has to do with the cult of the White Skull.
That's what it seemed like when Arnie, why don't you...
Yes, I am a bit confused as well. I'm not certain that... You're referencing the cult of the White Skull?
Did I misread that?
No, I don't. Not certain we've had any implication that that's the case, though, of course, possible. The Cobalt Reserve isn't working fervently to uproot all of the sects of the White Skull here in the Empire
And
to begin with until we move abroad.
I was acting on a hunch when I sent or scribbled up a letter posing to be a member or representing the cult of the White Skull at least, and I addressed a letter to Marcus Inden because I was acting on a hunch that Marcus Inden might be working with them, and so I was mainly hoping to see if that would unsettle Marcus at all and gauge his response, but never in my wildest dreams did I think I would encounter a lich when I dropped off that letter.
That is what I gathered as well. The thread to connect the White Skull to this was, like you said, a hunch. She actually sits down on the floor, just throws her head against the wall, and
wait, why do we
Shessu wants to scan Arni to make sure he drank the greater potion of healing that he gave him.
okay. And Arni did
Arni
drink.
can go ahead and wash that down. So Arni will go ahead and do that.
It does recover 2 points of exhaustion.
Good job, Arni. We don't waste money in this family. So, did we find out whether or not Marcus Inden was a part of the cult of the White Skull?
No.
The expositor kind of just looks around everybody expectantly. This is definitely information that would be of use. The Cobalt Reserve. Anybody has anything?
I don't think so. He's not down here. We didn't fight him, so...
Is Marcus Inden in the building right now?
He was up in the banquet.
Yes, he'd be up in the dignitaries' banquet hall. Unless he's...
Definitely think we should get out of here then.
Yeah, we should get out.
I hate to say it, but he is a quite powerful archmage, and if he were to happen upon us in this state, things might not go well. If he truly
behind
is.
these doors?
She kind of looks at all the doors. We should likely take some time to recoup ourselves anyway, regardless of what intention you have to leave, or at least I'm going to. But of course, I'm not going to stop you from exploring.
I just have one question for you, since you know so much about this whole thing, and especially Marcus Inden. Did he have a son, and did he like his son?
His son was, how shall we say, an enemy of the state. And Marcus was actually one of the ones to help lock him away. He was also an aspiring archmage, but was delving into darker magics.
Okay, so from that, it sounds like we can trust Marcus.
I don't want to go near him.
I wouldn't necessarily suggest that because someone did one thing that could be perceived in a certain way that they're trustworthy. That's a word that shouldn't be thrown around lightly.
Yeah, no one's truly good or truly evil. All right, let's get on out of here. And Zenesha, I say you grab Buddy, and I'll grab Arni, and let's...
She actually stands up and doesn't necessarily intercept you between the door, but close to, and says, "Is there a reason you're in such a hurry? The threat, at least the most pressing one, is dealt with for now. What is inspiring you to run?"
I'm just worried about the morning, when all of this dust settles. I would really like just to be gone, and out, and who knows what other, dust. Once it's kicked up, all kinds of other stuff appear, and who knows.
We had someone else call for help too, right? You got that communication from Gilmore?
Oh yeah, guys, Gilmore, send me a message. We gotta get going.
Okay. Sure, you're the boss.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
Oh,
Learn
it's
to just go with it. Don't worry about it.
Frick, if you could just lead us out, that'd be great.
Well, I'm certain you could find your own way. I need a rest. I have one execution of magic left at my disposal, and it's actually at this point. Sashem and Zenesha, it'd be the first time you see this. She puts on a ring, and her form shivers, but also kind of like a polyjuice potion, twists and contorts, and she turns to a shorter, gnomish-looking individual. She goes, "Well, at least I'm back in disguise."
That's
Zenesha
creepy.
wants to put a hand through where their head used to be and see if she hits anything.
No contact. Which your instinct to say, "Oh, an illusion usually can't make you short." There's more to this.
I need one of those.
Could really use a rest as well. I am not going to lie.
And at that, even with the imbibement of the greater healing potion, Arni is very pale, a clammy sweat forming. Buddy is not a vibrant green right now. The translucent nature of his scales is almost gray. It's like a rotted forest kind of color. They do not look good. And none of you look great. You've all incurred points of exhaustion. But those two specifically, it's not good.
How
Okay.
about we do this? How about you contact us if you hear of anything else? And then we'll all definitely listen at that point in time. But we're gonna go and take care of these two guys mainly. So
I need
Contact
you,
like
Sashem, to make a deception check. Should have done that roll on camera, but 14. She was already standing, but she straightens herself and walks up to you. Except now it's a gnome. So now he's looking up at you and is male. A little confusing, to say the least. But looks up at you and says, no longer hiding the voice behind the disguise, what are you hiding?
Hiding? I'm only hiding things in my bag holding.
She's just continuing to stare directly at you.
Let's just say there was some stuff that happened at the prison, and I don't want to be implicated. That's all.
Her eyes narrow at you.
Zanesha's gonna slap Sashem on the back of the head.
I'm gonna take Buddy's arm over my shoulder and help him.
Okay.
Thank you,
Get up
Syranos.
and walk.
We should go find those ales.
Oh yes, the
No.
casks.
I know I can't physically stop you from something you've already done, looking at you, Sashem and Zenesha, and whatever you intend to do next, but understand that the Cobalt Reserve is not your enemy. Not if you're on the side of protecting those that need it. Just remember that. And she turns and actually just starts picking one of the locks in the laboratory. Looks like she's going to start collecting evidence.
I'm gonna go over and pick up Arni as much as I'm able to.
Who remembers the way we came in? I need to get Zenesha those.
Yeah, let's head back
Casks.
up. We'll start. Let's see.
Moving that way. Yeah, you're free to start moving in roll 20. Arni, I will move with Basil.
We were going here and then down.
Syranos and Buddy. I'm also gonna have Arni and Basil make perception checks. I'll roll that for you.
I'm just
Arni
trying
and
to keep
Basil.
up with George because he's helping me.
Yeah. Trying to remember.
10 minus 7 is a 3.
Perception. 17 for me.
Okay. Gonna have to roll something on my side.
The music kind of crescendoed up a bit.
Yeah, but then it went back down.
It's so weird. I love it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm gonna make a roll. Oh, it'd be with advantage. That's actually funny.
It's back this way.
As you cross around the corner where you guys had found the teleportation circle, which it is still wide open right now.
Yeah.
You get the sense you're not alone.
Hold on, and I'm gonna like scooch Buddy around this corner again. And just everyone quiet. And I'm gonna hold for a second and just see what I can see, hear what I can hear, kind of really hone in on that feeling. I don't think we're alone.
The thing you noticed, and it's funny that it's you, because you'll probably recognize this, is that when someone's invisible, most of their body is truly cloaked. But with the way invisibility works, and the way that it bends and transmutes light in order to conceal oneself, you have to leave 2 fine points open for light to be able to enter the eyes. And here, you saw those 2 fine points move into the teleportation circles room.
Someone's cloaked in invisibility just went to the teleport room.
But he'll start reaching for his sword. We need to fight.
Relay it back. I'm gonna scoot forward. And
I'll look back and relay it mentally to each of them in there, one at a time.
I'm gonna just like, you know, like, so I want to see.
Just make a perception check.
A 9 or 8, actually.
Yeah, 8. It's hard to know,
but like
dealing with somebody that's invisible.
The floor, like, runes of the teleport are not like activating or anything like that.
Not that you can see, but you actually start to hear something. It's slight scraping of stone, like a console.
Do I see anything if I look in?
If you look fully in, there's nobody there. But the keys of the console are clicking in.
Is that this thing up here?
Yes.
Okay. Can I take note of what's being dialed?
Not with that perception check.
Okay.
You're barely hearing it and can just tell that it's happening at a distance. Not taking any action?
I mean, we're all really exhausted, and I think everyone just wanted to get out, but I'm like,
The teleportation circle comes to life, runes begin spinning, and something is taken. Still active.
Guys, someone just teleported. I'm just gonna say it because this individual is gone as far as I'm concerned.
Ordinarily, I'd follow, but I don't think I'm in any condition, so.
You think you could take us straight to Gilmore?
I was gonna say, how does it work?
I mean,
After about 6 seconds, power's down.
it seems like there's a console, but I don't know how to key it. Maybe we should just go back up to the casks, buddy, and get out as we came in as security. Unless you want to try typing some random crap into this teleport.
My only concern is Buddy's friends, the horses. But if we're good for leaving them, I'm totally game.
Well,
We kind of need them to get to where we need to go next anyway.
and Buddy would really like to get those casks back.
As a reminder, those casks are like right here. If they're, if you guys need to find the secret passage to get back that way.
Yeah, we just need to find the right path to get there.
Yeah,
Which there may be other ways.
I think back up through, and I'm just gonna move my character for a second.
Yeah, you're good.
This way was where we came in from. But if you guys want to go a different way, that's fine. Otherwise, I can just take us back out.
I'm just great with going back out. I
Okay.
don't know what else we would need in here anyway.
Okay, so since everyone's just committed to finding their way back out, we're going to bring you to the upper level. Buddy, it's easy enough for you to swing by and collect your
The lower
belongings
library.
that were left behind in the lower library. But we will bring you to... Let's see, so that brings Buddy, Arni.
I'm going to give 2 of them to Zenesha. This is their best L here.
And would you guys be going up through the library or looking to go through the illusory hole?
The way we look, we should probably find a different exit than the one we came in originally from the courtyard.
Coming up the stairs, there's that library at the top of the stairs, right?
Yes, and as I move you guys now, you will be there once you load.
Oh. Yay, it's blurry. Come on, you can do it, computer.
The rendering is weird.
I think that we should be fine. I am inside a door. There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
I think we should be good as long as we walk out with the captain. And we're not... I'm gonna look around at each person, and even though I know they're like dead exhausted, I'm gonna check and see who's bloody or not. Because they may need to clean up a bit before we step out.
Yeah, just make a perception check.
That's a 10. A 10?
I mean, it's not hard to tell. Sure, there's probably a couple of wounds. Zenesha isn't particularly wounded recently, but she is slathered in blood.
On our way back walking up here, I'd just be like, what happened?
Let's get out of here first.
I mean, that's a fair point. Oh boy, you're gonna draw a lot of attention covered in that. Wait, how did you get in here without drawing a lot of attention? Yeah, like. All right. Anyways, let's go.
Montage.
Yeah, and I guess we'll be heading up through the library. We don't want to seem as if we came from a room that we weren't supposed to be in, so out the door it is from the library, I assume.
With the party moving that direction. Now it's not, it's lit, but now that it is the dead of night, approaching midnight, and you're unsure of the sober state of many of the individuals now performing security. Zenesha, as you cross the threshold to move into the courtyard, one of these guards says, "Hey, what the hell happened to you?"
Catch up. It was bad.
It was a heck of a food fight.
It was a what?
Heck of a food fight.
Oh no.
Zenesha, make a deception check. It would be a disadvantage, but you're getting help, as bad as it is, so it's just a straight roll. Catch up and a food fight. coming out of the library.
10.
Yeah, no, that minus your exhaustion, yeah, so 10. Yeah. He just looks at you and he pulls
You won by
the
now?
sword from his sheath halfway and says, I think you would better start explaining what's happening.
It's she was one of the fighters of the arena. Do you not remember? Were you there? Did you see that?
I've been here at this post.
He's also holding 2 big jugs of beer in Ireland as well. So,
And then, yeah.
Would Arni be speaking up about this at all?
Captain!
I'm sorry, I seem to have taken some food poisoning, but we are trying to get back to our posts. I was looking for a lavatory that I wouldn't destroy beyond recognition. I'm terribly sorry.
Make a deception check with advantage.
You heard the captain.
Okay.
All right, so I'll hit that real quick. And this is super believable given the way you look. And I mean, it's technically minus a bunch, but...
-5, yeah.
Until an
Yeah,
11.
but honestly, the DC for this, given the way you look, is like, oh, Captain, you look fucking terrible.
Yes.
I'm
I
sure
feel
that's
it
what he
too.
wants to hear.
What? I mean, do we have to be worried? What did you eat? What dish was it?
Well,
Stay away from the shrimp.
Shrimp.
I-
All right. Shellfish food poisoning is no laughing matter. You need to get to a cleric when you can.
Well,
that would, yes.
all right, let's go.
I can try
As
to
you-
finish out my watch duties. I feel honor bound to do so.
No, Captain. This is far beyond some pompous assholes need to have a bunch of guards standing around. Please. And he pats you on the back as you step through the door and pushes you along.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
At this point, we would effectively be leaving roll 20. It is
Okay.
not
Yeah.
from this point on, especially after leaving the estate, where much of the guard is no longer present, out in the distillery courtyard, to make your way to the outside
Okay.
of the Baumbauch compound. And you are now all on the street, cold night biting in, the warmth of the estate behind you. What are you all doing?
All right, buddy. Where are we going? Where's the horses? Let's go grab them. We gotta go.
I'm gonna lazily point the direction just because that's all I can really muster.
Do you guys want to stop? Like, do you guys want to go to the inn and get rest? We're exhausted.
No. Yes,
No.
definitely exhausted, but we can rest in the cart. It's really fine. I'll drive. It's totally fine. We'll just throw you guys in the back of the cart. You sleep. I'll drive. Life's great. It's fine. We got this. So,
All right.
Basil, if
Right.
you'll help me with Arni and Zenesha, you help Syranos with Buddy. I think we should get out of here.
All right. We're gonna go to the cart, but once we get to the cart and we're moving, someone's gotta explain what the heck's going on, please. All right, let's go.
Sure.
I need, and I'll roll for Arni. I need Arni and Buddy to make a Constitution saving throw as you begin traversing towards the carts. This isn't necessarily an event that, like, you know,
9.
something specific is happening. 9. Oh. Arni did not roll well either. That's -5. That's a 2.
It's a 6.
It is slow moving. Even with the help from everyone kind of working together to pull Arni and Buddy along, it's slow. They're effectively dead weight.
Can I hoist
You are
Buddy
moving.
on my shoulders? Just like completely carry him?
So I'll say with that would effectively cut you to half movement, and that's already what's happening.
No. Okay.
So, kind of, I mean, if you wanted to, you absolutely could, but the pace would not change.
Also have 2 casks of beer in your arms.
I put them in my
Which
back
we know
pocket.
nobody's going to drop those. You do make your way. Buddy, make a survival check to see how well you're able to lead to the team to the horses and where they're saved.
Buddy, I very much-
15.
That's 15 minus 7, or
Yeah, it's -7.
so 8.
I'll just
Couple
tell
of
them
wrong
the name
turns
of the
are made.
place.
A couple of wrong turns are made, and you're burning a lot of time. You're now well past midnight at this point.
Oh, just tell me where the stinking horses are, and I'll find them myself. I'll just put Arni down, and I'll find them, and I'll bring them to us, and then we can get out of here, because this is just frustrating at this point.
You should be in a stable next to where you were staying originally. I remember that.
Done.
Where were
and I'm gonna,
you were?
and I'm going to take
That's
off.
how
and go and get
exhausted I am.
I'm gonna go with Sashem. While they're waiting.
Okay. And I imagine like this group can still be moving, but at a very slow pace. Okay. Sashem and Syranos, you're on your way to the Nestled Nook Inn, which is where you were staying, to look for the stable that was near that.
I'm
Yes.
gonna say screw it and drink one of the casks while we're walking in waiting.
The whole
And
thing.
on our way there, I want to turn to Sashem and be like, "How's she doing? She seemed pretty hurt after the fight."
Oh, she's fine now. Yep. She's so fine now.
What is going on? Like, seriously.
Okay, I just got smacked in the back of the head by a half-orc for saying something I apparently wasn't supposed to say. So you gotta ask her. All I know is now she's fine, and let me tell you, the way she becomes fine is why she's covered in blood.
Okay,
So we'll have to fill you in later.
I understand. It's not your place to say. I get that. And hey, I wanted to apologize before. I know I have been what could be perceived as like goody two-shoes and stuff like that, and I just wanted to say I got no place to judge you or tell you what to do, and I'm sorry I've done that. I'm working on it.
All of a sudden, Sashem stops and turns to him and says, I'm just trying to survive at this point. That's it. I don't have much to cling to. I don't have much knowledge. I'm just lost. I just want to survive.
I definitely can understand that, and I'm here for you guys. Like, it's not just a job to me anymore. Like, I enjoy your guys' company.
First. Okay. And then he's just going to take off again.
Okay, yep, onward.
All right. Buddy, as you down an entire cask of what is the most exquisite ale you've ever had in your life. It is smooth and rich. It still has that bite at the end, but it's tolerable, though you know the strength of the ale is still there. You become drunk, which comes with the benefit of advantage on strength checks and immunity to the frightened condition.
That's
You guys were at a ale convention. None of you got drunk, and then had to fight a lich.
we had a security job and an investigation. We had to be serious.
Of course, but buddy, you are now drunk. which
Yeah.
it's kind of this double-edged sword. A little bit, you're able to kind of ignore your exhaustion a little bit, but you're also wavering. So it's like, no net positive or negative for that. You guys do still make a little bit of progress. The group that is moving with Buddy and Arni, which would be Basil and Zenesha, helping them move. Syranos and Sashem, I need you guys to either make separate survival checks or intelligence, which I think is still survival, or survival is intelligence based, or give one of you advantage.
Survival is wisdom. I have proficiency in that one, though.
Okay, then you could do survival, and Sashem, you could roll whichever you wanted, intelligence or survival.
My intelligence
We're
sucks, so
trying.
I'm so gonna do survival.
Okay. So, working together to try and find this stable.
Mine's at 11.
13.
Point of exhaustion.
It's, you're in the dead of night. It's not like there's neon signs anywhere. They're having a bit of a hard time. It's also the option of asking at the inn where this would be.
I mean, we know where our inn was. I could run in real quick.
You can go to the inn. Yes.
That's what
Just
I'm
wait
saying
on
to
the outside
Sashem.
If you want to run in.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, I'll run in and ask. Boop into the inn.
Yeah. And they're inside. There's a few individuals. It's rather quiet at this time of night. But you see Lana speaking with Mark, and she has her hand on his leg, leaning into him.
Okay. To the information desk.
There is no barmaid or barkeep readily visible.
Okay. Gonna walk up to those two. See if Mark knows. Hey, Mark.
And he turns with like this glazed look in his eyes at you and, oh, hello. Hi.
Do you know where the stables are? Where the horses are kept?
And he looks to Lana, like, almost for permission. And she just goes, go ahead. You're actually close. It's, just like 2 streets over, and you turn north a little bit.
Okay. Thanks. Good luck with whatever this is. And I'm turning to go back out the door to Sashem to tell him.
Have a good night. They were good fights.
Thanks! I'm gonna tell Sashem, hey, Lana and Marcus are inside. He was being all weird shit. Okay,
no,
alright, let's
no.
go. It's 2 blocks that way.
Stupid bitch!
Sounds good for me. We're going.
You are able to make your way. You do find the stable, but as you approach, there's a trio of city guards there.
Do they look familiar? Like, would I have seen them?
Make, it's kind of like history, but make an intelligence check.
Does Sashem look startled to Syranos as we approach? Like,
Make an insight check.
okay, insight.
So is that a 0 total, Sashem?
Oh, it's a 1! I
It's a
only have
1?
1 point of
Okay.
exhaustion.
I got a
right.
16.
Would Sashem be hiding the concern at all, or no?
Probably not.
No?
Probably not. No, he doesn't
Oh,
think that
go
far
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead and let Syranos know your reaction to seeing guards there.
Oh, hey, Syranos, do you wanna go get the horses and I'll just wait around the corner?
I'm gonna take note of guards this reaction and be like, okay, yeah, I'll grab the horses. I'll meet you back
Okay,
in a minute.
great.
I'm gonna go up to the stables.
Okay. As you approach, you're at first not regarded in any way by them. They are conversing with the stable master. So you will need to, in order to get Henry and Bartholomew, you are going to have to interject in the conversation.
Oh, excuse me?
Basically, all four of them turn around to you and say, "Yes, could we help you?"
I just need to get my horses and cart. That's all.
Oh, and the stable master, you may have to give me just a moment. It appears there is something may have happened that and the guards are like, just give us a moment while we speak.
Oh, okay. If you need any help, I'm here. I just did security work, so...
Thank you for letting us know. And they kind of huddle in a little bit and continue speaking.
Can I see Henry and Bartholomew from where I'm at?
You can. It's not too hard to pick them out. Your guys' cart is actually one of the nicer ones that's there in the stable. And the stable is open-faced to the street. It's not like, this highly secure thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna ready them up while you finish up there. And I'm gonna start making sure they're latched up all correctly.
They don't seem to notice you say that.
Okay.
Or notice I rolled 3 3s and a 4 for perception. So, yeah. Granted, they don't have 5 points of exhaustion, but you make your way over to Henry and Bartholomew, who nod up their heads from a relatively deep rest, though still standing, and recognize you.
Hey, guys. You ready to go? Gotta get to the others. And, I'm gonna start bringing them forward so that I imagine have to pay the stable master to take them out.
If I recall,
Or were they paid for?
you guys were paid ahead for a week. Tyler, you muted if you were saying something.
Yeah, I paid for it in advance. So.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you paid for a decent amount of time too, so you're like way over the top. Especially if you're leaving tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's already paid for, then I'd just hop in and be like, okay, well, I guess I'll say goodbye to them as I pass them. And start going forward.
It's as the cart begins to roll that they go, "Hey, hold! What are you doing?"
I was just taking my horses. I mean, you guys were doing your thing. I figure I'd take them. These are ours. They're paid for.
The guards are beginning to move to kind of encircle the enclosure.
Is there a problem?
We can't permit anyone to be leaving right now.
Leaving the stable?
The stable or the city.
Oh. Some big problems happen?
I'm not at liberty to discuss why. It's for the citizenry's safety.
I mean, well, that's not too big an issue. I gotta take this to the inn to load it up anyways, so we're not gonna be leaving the city.
We'll be sending a guard with you to escort you, if that is truly where you're going.
Sure, that's fine.
Of course. Ezekiel, go. He just walks alongside the cart as you then begin to roll.
Cool. Roll up, and I am going to pass where I left Sashem, as if he's not with me, because I can tell he's unsettled for some reason, so I'm hoping he'll, try to sneak into the back of the cart, or just follow from a distance as I head back towards the inn.
Then so how would you be communicating that specifically? Just hoping Sashem catches on, or some kind of signal?
I'm going to be passing close, because I had told Sashem, wait off to the side until I come back with things.
Yeah, he's kind of just around a corner.
Yeah, so I'm just going to be passing by that corner, and I'll just be like shooting the breeze with the guard. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been a guard for 15 years.
15? Wow, that's cool. I have been on adventures with my group for a couple months, but the security we did last night was not too shabby. I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, there was some good fights in the arena. Had to stop one, but 15 years of guard, and he's just gonna keep talking.
Yeah, and he speaks up. He's like, "I'm actually getting a promotion to lieutenant. My wife and son are actually. They've told me they're quite proud."
Oh my goodness, congratulations. That's so amazing. And I'm just trying to be conversationally in the decibel range, but loud enough to where Sashem could hear me as we pass the corner. So
okay. But no hand signal or anything like that.
Nope.
Just as okay. You can make of that what you will, Sashem.
Sashem is going to freak out. Thank Morgan that there's only one, and he's going to take out the rapier he has and use the butt of it to try and knock him unconscious.
Okay. Make the weapon attack with advantage.
And 26 because it's a nat 20.
Oh, he's unconscious.
The narrative blessing
I want my
on the
nat 20s
dice.
make it like
Roll double damage on the rapier. I know, and I'm assuming this is non-lethal as you said.
no, yeah, non-lethal. No.
Okay.
Especially if I overheard the part about his wife and his son being proud of him.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Was I subtle enough?
Yeah.
So that's 8, 16 plus 2, so 18. That is just enough at 16 HP, so 18 is just enough to knock him unconscious. And there's just, Syranos, you just hear a and a crumple of person.
Oh, good.
I'm going to jump in the cart.
Wait, you're going to throw him in the cart? Is that what you said?
No, I'm going to jump in the cart.
Oh, okay. Okay. And we're going to go towards the group. Just
Okay.
get out of view of that guy laying on the ground.
Yeah, and it's fortunate that he is around the corner and there doesn't seem to be an immediate response from the comrades he left behind. But you're both now making your way to the group?
Yes. And just like, you didn't kill him, did you?
I didn't kill him. Man, damn, Zenesha had to make this so difficult.
Oh my gosh, you guys have got some explaining to do! Oh my goodness, get up here!
Later.
Let's go get the others.
You do make your way. Would you be passing by the Nestled Nook Inn again, or would you be taking a different path?
The quickest path back to them. If that takes us past it, then it does.
It would still be past the Nestled Nook Inn.
So yeah.
Make a perception check as you turn the corner that takes you into view of the Nestled Nook Inn.
Okay. 18.
There's a pair of guards speaking with Lana and Mark at the door of the Nestled Nook Inn. As your cart rounds the corner, you're probably only 90 or so feet away.
As it rounds the corner. Sashem, there's more guards up here. Do I need to
Sashem's
worry
just
about
ducking.
them?
Sashem's just ducking. Just go.
All right, I don't know what's happening, so I'm just do. You know, and we're going past.
Okay. As you begin to go past, both of the guards turn away from Mark and Lana. Say, "Hey, halt!
No,
Bring the cart to a stop."
I'll pull it to a stop. I'll hop off the side to address them. Or not hop off the side, but like scoot over to the side from the driver's seat.
They begin to step away from Mark and Lana. And she waves her hand, and Syranos, with that perception check, you notice Mark kind of, something is released from him, and she instead reaches forward and puts her hand on both of their shoulders and pulls them back and goes, "Boys, please, you're speaking with me." That's kind of funny. And that same glazed look that Mark had washes over them, and a little just smile curves over their face, and they turn around back to her, and she looks straight to you, Syranos, and just winks.
I'm gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna nudge the horses along. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm okay with it.
They both start to turn again, but then she actually like draws her fingers on their chins, taking their gaze back to her.
And we're on our way.
They rolled low. Another 5 minutes pass, and you do happen upon Arni, Basil, Zenesha, and Buddy, who are still looking terrible.
Hey
While
guys.
we're waiting on them. Sorry.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
go ahead.
Zenesha.
Zanesha's gonna turn to Buddy after he's drunk. So I will accept your apology and your ale if you allow me to do an experiment.
No, I don't see why not. Sure. What do you need?
She's gonna grab his left hand and turn it so she can see the wrist.
Okay.
And with the shard of agony, slit the wrist and see if she feels any sort of siphoning from him doing it.
Just go ahead and roll the normal damage for it. This isn't necessarily like a violent attack. You know, you're not going down the street, right? You're not,
No.
it's sanguinating him.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah.
I'm not letting her
I'm just
stop.
trying to see, like, if it wants the blood, if it's more about the anger.
So,
if
Buddy,
I
you
just-
do take the
if there's
11
anything.
points of slashing damage.
So how much?
Oh,
11?
no, Zenesha. What was that, Buddy?
11 points?
Mhm.
11 points of slashing damage. But no, Zenesha, you feel nothing from it.
Thanks.
The blood
No
pours.
problem.
And it's a strange feeling, Buddy. The blood is thick. Something has been drawn from you.
What is it?
That was it.
And now, at this point, we
Okay.
timey-wimey back to Syranos and Sashem showing up with the cart.
Hey guys, let's load up and Arni, I'm gonna help you up here with me. I think I'm gonna need you.
Oh, good idea. And Sashem jumps off the back of the cart and help Basil like throw him up there.
All right, Arni is pretty much forced into the front of the cart.
I'm climbing in the back and face planting on the bottom.
And
Okay. And given that you've taken a prone position, make a Constitution saving throw to stay awake, unless you're just going to give in to sleep.
I'm just going to give in to sleep.
Okay. Buddy is unconscious.
Arni, I know you're exhausted, and I think I'm gonna need you a little bit more awake, and I'm gonna pull out another grater, and hand it to him
Okay.
to drink. So that takes me down to 1.
And Arni, with that, you would be down to the 3 exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Okay. You still don't feel good, but you're on the way. It's so much better. There was a tipping point there that was just horrific to experience.
All right, and I'm gonna turn to Arni as I start moving the cart after everyone gets in. The guards are stopping people from leaving, so I'm gonna need you to pull some captain shit because I don't know what's going on. We gotta talk to Zanesha and Sashem, but something's going on. So, you able to rally it?
I think I can. I've been in and out of focus. Why do you think they're trying to stop people from leaving?
I honestly don't know, but we'll talk to the others once we get out of the city.
And you have about 5 minutes of travel, effectively alone on the street, before you reach a gate.
We're heading towards the gate to go out.
Okay. As you do approach one of the gates, it is rather heavily manned. There are about 12 guards posted. At this gate being the southern gate, there is a full portcullis there, not just a half wall with a booth.
And once again, I'm going to turn to Arni. Just, I'd say probably just remember that we were security and that you're a captain. I know you're exhausted, but don't forget you're a captain.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I am that. Yeah, I can get us out of here.
Awesome. Okay, and just roll up to the gate.
As you go ahead.
Security. We are needed to escort some supplies back to meet with the supply wagons and bring some more food in for the festivities.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. So I'll come roll that for you. All of the guards there basically just look to each other and then look to you, and pretty quickly an encirclement begins around the cart. Probably about 10 seconds before the cart is fully encircled.
Everything okay? I'm addressing them now.
They just say, "We are not permitting anyone to leave at this time. It is a lockdown is in effect."
Oh, well, I mean, we did security. I got the captain here with it. Is there anything we can do to help?
You can go back to wherever you're staying for the night. That would be best. But the guards that are encircling are beginning to inspect.
I mean, that's fine. And I'm going to just start to turn the cart around. Thank you anyway.
As you begin to... Well, it's actually... Yeah. As you begin to command the horses to back so that you can turn, one of the guards goes, "Hold! What's wrong with this one?" Pointing at Buddy.
Oh, he got drunk after his fight. He was in the arena fight at the Baumbauch. Slit his wrist. I'm gonna look back. Because...
He didn't really enjoy his fight. We'll take care of him.
He watches intently for a moment. And you can see slowly, but Buddy's chest does rise and fall. Kind of just leans over and whispers to one of the other guards. As long as they're stuck in the city. Very well. Be on your way.
What do you mean, stuck in the city?
The lockdown, Captain. I apologize, but this order comes from above your station. I'm sure you understand.
And I'm sure you will understand that I do not fall under your jurisdiction. I am a captain of the City Watch of D-Stock.
And everyone gets a little uncomfortable.
And I stop moving the horses because I'm like, okay, Arnie's pulling rank.
Just make an intimidation check. As there doesn't seem to be anyone above the rank of lieutenant here. And in fact, you don't even see any lieutenants. So that's going to be just intimidation.
I'll pull it up unless you already did.
It doesn't really land well. You haven't necessarily driven them to drawing swords or anything, but
And I'm just going to turn.
Just lean in. They go, Captain, we have orders, and again, it's from above your station. There's nothing I can do. Please just return to where you're staying tonight.
I'm going to turn
Can I just
turn to Arnie and be like, can they do that?
Captain, I thought we had emergency orders to be elsewhere. Aren't we needed?
What was the name of the Hadozi general or whatever his station was that we...
Does anyone recall?
I have
You're
it in my
muted,
notes,
Tyler,
just
but you're asleep, so.
I was gonna say Buddy's asleep, so he can't tell.
Given how you're attempting to use this name, it's something you guys are going to have to recall. I will not give that to you.
Yes.
I'm checking. I don't know if I have it.
I have it.
We're okay with time being paused right now while you...
Okay.
At least for a moment. We'll say for this long.
Was it Aurelia?
Almost.
No, that was the Lord Commander of the Guard. In Allfield.
We are urgently requested to report back to Lucinda Steele. And if you interfere, if you bar our way, then you will have not only the D-Stock legislature to answer to, but that of Pomorta as well.
Oh.
Okay. Make a deception check with advantage. Now that things are starting to layer on. And that's going to be... Still only an 11. It seems like it's approaching success, but they're still super uneasy. It's not necessarily just a bunch of privates, right? They could just be buffed around. They seem relatively experienced. Does anybody else have anything they would try to do get out this gate.
I will give you one opportunity. I am telling you that we are driving this wagon out right now. And if you continue to refuse, then our answer, unfortunately, will have to be in steel. I do not like to be the one to give ultimatums, but ultimately, we will do exactly what we need to do to fulfill our duties and to report back.
And we'll have you roll an intimidation check with advantage, but they just go, Captain, please, it's the same for us. We've been given orders from above your station. You have to understand that this isn't our fault. This is... And they're all looking to each other. And again, it's a large group of guards. But they look across each other's faces. They look at Zenesha and Buddy, as well as Basil. Basil, who's still in good condition. Very well, but no note of this can be made. Captain, please. Our careers could be on the line for something like this. If you're doing something that's outside of what's happening here, I can understand. And I'm going for lieutenant in the next couple of years. I understand that there are things at play.
I understand completely, and to add on to that, I will just say that please be careful. There is a lot going on in the wider world right now, more than just any one city, and please keep your heads up and take care of your people.
All right. Open the gate. And reluctantly, hesitation from a great number of them, they do open both the portcullis. Was that the celebration for?
Thanks again. Sorry about the trouble. All right, Captain.
And you all do finally roll beyond the city wall into the cold, snow-covered but mushy mud for the most part expanse of the field to the south of Trostenwald.
Okay.
At this point, I think Arni's basically just gonna pass out.
Arni is unconscious in the front seat.
Oh.
Syranos, you're currently driving. Are you going to be the one to continue to?
All right,
Drive
someone.
the car?
Sashem is gonna actually get up and pull Arni back.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone get him so he can get more comfortable. Thanks, Sashem.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna jump up there with him.
And then once we're away from the gate, I'm gonna just turn to Sashem. All right, start talking. What the hell's going on?
I'm not talking. I'm not talking.
Ah,
It's
that's
just
right.
story to
Zenesha,
tell.
what is going on?
Zenesha's gonna grab Shishem and just be like, "You get sleep. I'll stay up all night."
Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. I'm the one that didn't do any fighting, but like 2 strikes. You're the one that did all of the, ripping and all that jazz. So, if anybody, I'm the best out of everybody here.
You were great through the whole prison. You deserve rest. I'll get it tomorrow.
Prison? All right, Sashem, I need you to swap places with Zenesha.
Back in the back.
Is Zenesha gonna get up here with Syranos? Okay. Once she does, I'll be like, hey, first off, how are you doing? I thought you guys were having good and fun at the arena, and then I noticed the hurt on your face afterwards, and I just want to make sure you're okay first.
Buddy bet that I was going to lose the fight. I didn't take that well.
I don't think
But
any
we're
of
good
us
now.
would take that well. You're good now?
Yeah, he said sorry, bought me ale, and let me cut his wrist. We're great.
Okay, that last part's it's fine. If you say you're good, I'm gonna believe you. I choose to believe you. And it's just, hey, we're all in this together. I'm here for you if you need it. On that front, prison? What happened?
Yeah, so under orders from my god, we broke into the prison and killed 2 people. One of them was the son of Marcus Inman.
Wait a minute. Your god talked to you?
Yeah, it was great. In fact, like, I actually got out of that prison like only being hit once. It was really
I know I've heard of this before, and that it's not like too like is it incredibly uncommon? I guess I should take like a history check or insight
Yeah,
or
roll a history, arcana, or religion check. Up to you.
what do I have on
And
that?
Arni, are you able to mute since you're unconscious? Thank you.
Oh gosh, that's a 4.
You know, with everything that happened and what you just experienced in the basement of the estate, wrapping your brain around new things or even recalling old things is super difficult right now.
Okay, so your god spoke to you. I mean, that's super cool. Does that happen a lot?
No, just when it's needed.
Okay. Well, no judgment. Your god told you to do something. I mean, I wouldn't mess with a god, so yeah. Do you know why you had to? No, I guess you wouldn't. Like he's just jumping around in his brain a little bit because there's so much information from tonight, and he's driving. And okay, well, did you get the job done that your god asked you to do?
Quite successfully.
Well, that's good. I take it that's what's going on with the soldiers? How'd you get out?
We had a couple inside men, so really we were about to just leave y'all behind when the guard found us and was like, go help. So we might have gotten out before it locked down, but yeah.
Well, we're out now. And everyone's together, so stronger in a group. Man, that was a crazy night. Just drive south. Oh, you're muted, Austin.
You're muted, Austin.
Syranos and Sashem, go ahead and make survival checks to see how the night goes. One would be for the first half, and one would be for the second. Okay.
16 for me.
Oh, not you, Zenesha.
No. I'm awake, so.
Yeah, you're not driving, though. And it's, which, I don't know, maybe I'll take your natural 20 into account. So 17.
Actually, if you want to take the reins, I only need 4 hours, and I'll be good to go. Then I can take the final shift, and we can just keep going through the night.
Yeah, we need to get as far away from here as fast as possible.
Sweet. And then I will crawl into the back to get a bit of reverie in.
Okay. As you're traveling, the temperature begins to drop, and a very, very wet snow begins to fall. It is unlikely that rest in these conditions can be found. And this is in the first part of the night. Now, throughout all of this, all of you will be able to achieve a short rest if you have any need for that. And I'll check on Arni and Basil. Basil literally did not take damage, and Arni's downed a bunch of healing potions, so he doesn't need it. No. Yeah, he's
That
good.
would at least reset my abilities. I think I.
Oh, you have.
If I'm, even if I'm
Okay.
not using the hit die, I can still take a short rest.
Gotcha. Okay, so we'll hit that for you, and I guess Basil will also get like second wind or something back as well.
And
Just in
action
case.
surge comes back, doesn't it? No, second wind. It's just
Okay, so those are applied for you two as well.
yeah. Action surge, second wind.
On top of the fact that it is unbearably cold, or at least it's approaching that, which Syranos, you specifically don't,
Yeah,
particularly mind.
I'm
The members of the party that are sleeping are also still donned in their armor, which is also not conducive to good rest.
I don't have armor.
Correct. Buddy would be the only one that doesn't necessarily suffer from that.
Zenesha will unroll her bedroll and just kind of like toss it over everybody in the back
Okay.
as many as she can.
I feel like maybe it makes a little bit of difference, but fire or shelter is likely in order.
Luckily, the wagon has a canopy on it.
It does have a
Yeah.
canopy, and it's helping, but conditions are pretty nasty. The horses are well fed and well cared for the 2 nights that they've been stabled. Farrier served their horseshoes and hooves as well.
I mean, do the horses look like they're slowing down in the cold at all?
A bit. Again, they've been warm and sheltered for the past 2 days, so they're in good condition to begin this.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not good conditions as far as the weather.
And once that 4 hours has passed, I'll take the reins so that Zenesha can try and get a short rest in too.
Okay.
So I should be,
You
I
are
should be
able.
good. Yeah.
The conditions do not particularly improve for the second half of the night.
When Zenesha crawls in the back, she's gonna look for whoever looks coldest and just cuddle into them. Try and be body heat.
I mean, it would probably be Sashem,
Yep.
given
In
the full plate.
I'm your heater for the night.
Okay.
Sashem was this close to climbing up with you when you were driving because he got so cold. So
The morning sun does rise and carries with it a subtle but sure warmth that does begin to thaw the frost that is built on the canopy of the cart. Now, you all set off at about 1:30 in the morning out of the gate. There are people that are still resting if there is going to be any attempt for an actual long rest.
Oh, let's
But-
see. I would have swapped back to driver at about 5:30 then, if that's the case.
Yes.
And I'm continuing because they said we need to get as far away as possible. So I'm just not going to stop, and I'm basically good to go for the day.
Okay. You do travel south for a number of hours. Where are you going?
I knew that we needed to head south for the Menagerie Coast. So let's see. We just left Trostenwald, correct?
Yes.
So I guess heading towards the Weyoun Gates, just south.
Okay.
Sashem might have something to say about that, but bear with me one moment.
Okay.
As far as I know, we're heading south, so that's where I'm driving, and you guys are asleep.
If I'm asleep, then don't mind me. It's fine.
Okay. I feel this is likely. There's risk of turning this into a very long session. Kind of what I'm getting at. And I'm not certain we have the time today to do that.